So this is the week 3 of the copywriting bootcamp. We've talked about copywriting in a sense. So let me just quickly go over the week 2 lessons. So we talked about the tools of the trade. That is, what do copywriters use in the real world? And then we touched about landing page copywriting, which is just what is landing page copywriting all about? What are the different sections to write in a landing page copy? And then we looked at some different examples of landing pages and how they are able to take the user through a journey to drive them towards a specific conversion. And then we talked about email copywriting. That is, how do you go about writing emails, and also what are different sections of an email. Also, we talked about uh, the, the different segments. We talk about testing emails and so many others. And then we went ahead to work on the second assignment, which you guys have worked on in the past 2 weeks in the NDZ forum. So today we are going to cover these three major topics. That is advanced copywriting concepts. We're going to talk about copywriting in the real world. That is, how is copywriting done um, in the actual real world setting. But we're not going to go deep into the details of the technicalities or anything like that. It's just going to be what are the things to just know in a sense. And then the third topic is over the shoulder projects. That is, I'm going to go through a real world project. Um, it's not going to be anything too complicated, so I'll try as much as possible to make it fun so that we can make this more interactive. So we are going to be going through a particular company website, and then we'll take that copy and adapt it for a different problem, basically. So then when we are done, then we go ahead to tackle the Q&As. The reason why I put the over the shoulder projects towards the end is because we are going to spend a lot of time, and I wouldn't want you guys to be worn out before we get to the other two final topics. So that's just going to be the sequence of conversations today. All right, so starting with the advanced copywriting concepts. Though you guys already know everything there is to know about copywriting, because besides just knowing about the formulas and knowing now, okay, how is a landing page copy written, how is an email copy created, when you know those specific processes and the checklists, that's almost everything you need to know, when it comes to general knowledge. But then there are still some specific knowledge that you want to use to differentiate yourself from the um, from the population, basically. So that's how you that's how you stand out in the job market. So we have a lot of things to like cover, but these are the major things that I feel like you are going to encounter in your day-to-day working as a copywriter. SEO copywriting is one thing to keep in mind, because you also want to write for SEO search engines in mind. That is, we have Bing, we have Google, we have some other search engine on the side too. So you want to actually keep this in mind when you're coming up with your copy. We also have NLP, that is Neuro-Linguistic Programming. I'm going to go ahead to explain what that is so that we don't waste much time on that. We also have conversion rate optimization, CRO via A/B testing. You can see that is 3A. So that's just about four um, concepts. And then the last one is digital analytics. So starting with SEO copywriting. All right. So when you type in any keyword on Google, what you see here, this Serenity Springs is a keyword. That's a primary keyword. Now, when you put in your primary keyword, you can see that Google is suggesting some other keywords like Serenity Springs reviews. These are emails. So for people that are creating blogs or people that are creating branded keywords, branded keyword blogs, basically. So they are going to be using this kind of keywords. So primarily, if you are looking to search for anything on Google, you type in your keyword phrase basically, and then you get the results. So what you see here, this title here is called a meta title. That is what Google used to tell the person that is searching that, okay, you're actually this is something that is relevant to what you're looking for. And then this block of text here is called a meta description. You understand? So that is why you also want to include your primary keyword in this meta title, so that when somebody searches for Serenity Springs, it's going to be included in the meta title. Also, you can see the meta description also too as Serenity Springs. You understand? So when you are also writing your copy, you have your title, that's your H1. If I click on inspect elements here, don't worry, it's not anything complicated. You would see that you can see something here. You can see it's H1. H1 means heading 1. Let me take this away. H1 means heading 1. If I come here, this one here, you can see this one is H2. That is heading 2. So that is how the search engine crawls the website. So you also want the flow of the contents to actually take that direction. That is H1, H2. This small text under H2 is going to be a paragraph. You can see here. This one here. If you click on that, you can see is embedded in a div. That's more or less like a section. That's what it means. So it's not something really serious. So that's how it's displayed for search engines to more or less understand. So that's just a simple basic overview of SEO copywriting. Although you can also look at what's it called, a back-end way of doing things. That's, let's say you are creating a blog. You're going to be faced with more or less like a WordPress dashboard like this, and there's a plugin called Rank Math. So Rank Math can help you, know your focus keyword. So when you look back at this, you can see this is the meta title, right? This is something like this is going to be coming to somewhere here. So we put the meta. This is your real blog title actually, and then Rank Math is going to give you a way to put in your site title here, and then you can put in your description. You can put in your description here. So that's what's going to show on Google here. You can see this in here. So that's basic backend, and then you put your primary keyword, so that when anybody searches for that focus keyword on Google, this site will come up. So that is when you are writing your copy, you also want to keep this in mind. This is going to give you more or less like a checklist of what to look out for in your copy. All right, moving on. Now we have NLP, and that is a way of understanding how language and behavior influence each other. It explores patterns of communication and helps individuals recognize and change their thoughts and behavior patterns to achieve specific goals or improve interaction with others. So NLP can be a way to do something positive to actually improve the copy, and also it can be a way to like manipulate the user into taking some dangerous actions. So this is something you can actually go ahead to like learn more. There are a lot of like NLP techniques, like there are some some metrics like put in place, like scarcity, urgency. When you go to some website and you see something like this thing is ending in 24 hours, you have to buy these products now. You see something like 10,000 people bought this products. These are little psychological way of like influencing people to just do something. You understand? Some of it might be real, some of it might not, and there are a lot of fake stuff. When you go to some online stores, you see a lot of fake scarcity, urgency, sort of things. Although many people don't pay attention to that anymore, because it's almost on all websites, so they are no longer effective anymore, and that's why you at least see many websites using all this scarcity and urgency kind of like tactics anymore. And then we have conversion rate optimization. As is pretty explanatory from the word itself. That is, you are looking to increase conversion of, let's say, an e-commerce store or an e-commerce store, basically something like that, because usually you want to increase maybe AOV, average order value. Maybe you want to increase your ROAS, that is return on ad spend. There are so many metrics you can actually make. So and yeah, this is the basic definition. It's about making tweaks to your website or marketing campaign to increase the percentage of visitors who take a desired action, like making a purchase or signing up for a newsletter. You understand? So, and you do that via A/B testing. That is, you want to test different pages to know which one is better and which one is not. So you might just test something as simple as um, learn more versus buy now or shop now. We just want to test out different pages just to know which one people click on more, on the most, basically. And A/B testing says is basically comparing two versions, A and B, of web page, email, advertisement, to see which one performs better, blah blah blah. And it involves implementing changes based on results of these tests to continually improve the performance of the content or campaign. So it can be maybe you're running ads to a landing page and you want to know how well the copy of the ads is performing well to a particular landing page, and how another copy of an ad is performing well to another version of that same landing page. But all this requires you to maybe spend more because you have to, like, have very high ad budget. So that's one of the particular problem with CRO, because you need more traffic to be able to test different metrics and the likes. You understand? So, and usually big companies are the ones that you would see, that spend a lot of money on CRO. That's why this is something you want to take serious, because anything that involves big clients is something that that's high paying. A lot of agencies will pay CRO specialists a lot of money just to, like, analyze data and the likes. You understand? So when you look at something like this, that is this Serenity Sprints, when you look at their websites, what we can do is have we can try to change the text on this site just for you to have an idea of CRO in practice. So you can take something like this in a second. So when you come to this site, when you right click on your using your mouse on that particular site, you see something like inspect. That is, you want to inspect the backend code of that website. So when I inspect elements, that is, I want to inspect this website. This is the mobile version. I can go ahead to check the different devices. I can see how this particular site looks on XR, how it looks on X Pro, 12 Pro. I can check how it looks on different sizes. You understand? I can even make it fit to window. Maybe I just want to see different resolution, just the way it looks. I can go back to the way it was, and then I can drag just to see, because sometimes when you're writing copy, you also want to see the way it's going to look on the person's end. You can see this website is poorly designed. You can see. So that's how you even know how maybe somebody that is using an iPad, how they would see this particular site on their system. You understand? So you can see now that whenever I reload or anything, you can see this thing is too intrusive. This thing pops up almost every second. That's even an issue itself. That's something you can pass as a way of auditing that site of things that needs to be improved. So no matter how beautiful a website looks, there's always something to actually improve on, to change on that particular website. You understand? So back to what we're trying to do. Like I said, you right click, you click on inspect elements. You can see we have, like, this is the raw code of this particular site. We have something called console. You understand? This is errors from maybe plugins and all. I can clear that away. And then you can paste this particular code. You can Google it, or if you want, you can maybe ask in the forum, I can send this particular code. So when I click on enter, I've pasted the code. When I click on enter, it says undefined. But now it means that I can now directly edit the content of this site. I can change this a year-round romantic getaway. I can change it to something like um, um, let me see, something like home. Oh, I've deleted the entire site. So let me see something like home away from home. So, but what you want to ensure is you don't want to refresh the page, or else you will lose all your progress. So I can go ahead to edit the entire website. I can say blah blah blah, anything I want. I can change this to let's say is a let's say Premier. Something like that, and then I can edit this site in real time. And then when I'm done, what I would do is I will just come to a screenshot tool that will just maybe capture the entire page, and then I can screenshot that to show. So this can be something you can do maybe after writing out your copy on Google Doc, but you want to present to the client to see how it's going to look on their current website. Then you can go on their website and insert the copy so that you can know whether the words will fit or not, and then you can maybe screenshot the entire site and send it to the client. These are little things that you can do to make yourself look like an actual professional. You understand? Someone that is serious about doing great work. You get? And if you want to actually see how different things look, it goes beyond just changing the text. That's how you change the text on the site. If you want to change, let's say, the color, maybe you want to test out, okay, sorry, that's CRO stuff, but you just want to be able to see how different CTAs look. Maybe you want to see how this call reservation, you want to change it to, let's say, learn more or something like that. Or maybe you want to test out different CTAs. So, and then that's how you present those ideas to the CRO developer that is going to develop that site in alignment to your copy. You understand? So that's basically how you would do CRO as maybe a copywriter. Also, you're going to be working with something like Figma, collaborating with designers and the likes. But that's not something you get to do a lot. So, um, but it's still something you want to get familiar with, basically. So let's quickly move on. All right, digital analytics. Now, this involves collecting, analyzing, and interpreting data for various digital sources. From various digital sources like website, mobile apps, and social media platforms to understand user behavior and optimize digital strategies. Now, nothing you do online on the website is going unnoticed. The website owner or the developer that is in charge of the website has installed some tracking codes to be able to know what actions you are taking on that particular site. So with that data, they are able to make better informed decisions to optimize their message, to know whether you like what they are posting, or to know what to do to help increase the user experience. You understand? So you also, as a copywriter, you just don't want to write and just write into the oblivion. You also want to be able to test what you are writing to know whether it is good enough, it is driving conversion, doing a lot of things. You understand? So when you go to so just as an example, I used NDZ analytics. When NDZ, I installed the analytics code. So this means that in the last 28 days, we have about 14,000 events, blah blah users, and it shows in real time number of people that have come to the site in the last 30 minutes. You understand? It says 0. Now you can see the views of each pages. You can see the country, people that are coming to the site. You understand? Nigeria, Ghana, Indonesia, Norway, Bangladesh, Ethiopia, India, and this shows where the traffic are coming from, direct. possibly when I send the link to the NDZ update channel. The organic search means people that have seen the forum from Google. You understand? We have organic video. That means people that have probably seen our website from YouTube. You understand? So before we get to that, there are some things that you want to keep in mind as a copywriter in GA4. You want to know the life cycle of the user. That is, when the user comes to the site, you want to be able to track different aspects of their journey, from acquisition to the engagement to conversion, and then to retention. That is, how do they get to the site? You know that. Then when they get to the site, how are they engaging with the site? You try to understand that. Then when they engage with the site, what are the conversion metrics you're measuring? You also try to identify that. Also, you also want to retain them. How well are they coming back to the site? Just want to know how much you're actually retaining your users, basically. So we have events. Events means any action taken on the site. So when you click on a button, that's an event. When you reload the page, that's an event. When you scroll down the page, that's also an event. So every single action, no matter how small, you take on the website, you're not taking any action on the site only when you probably leave your phone. The site is still there, but you're not doing anything on the site, then you're inactive. But the moment you continue scrolling on the site, you are taking you are making different events. So goals means, what are you measuring? Are you trying to measure the time the person has spent on the page? Are you trying to measure what the person has clicked on the site? Or are you trying to measure the conversion, add to carts? Let's say you are trying to write for an e-commerce store. You want to know whether the product page copy is effective enough. Just this afternoon, I'm trying to increase the conversion rate of a particular product page. So what I'm doing is just creating the copy and also creating the design element in Shopify. You understand? So you want to actually know what the goal is, so that you can know how to take steps appropriately. You understand? And then there is audience insights. You understand? So that's basically looking into different demography. Where are they from? Where are they acquired? These are little things that can help you make better decisions, basically. And then we have content performance, that is views, bounce rates. We have time spent on the page, and then you also want to test your copy. You understand? So let's go back to the GA4 quickly. We have so when it comes to reports, you will see acquisition, you will see engagement, that is under the life cycle. You have monetization, and also you have retention. You can see average engagement time, that is average number of time people are spending on the site, is about 8 minutes. You understand? So you can see users by country. You can see Nigeria, United States. You can see all this information, and then you can see what are your top events. That is, like I said, what are the actions that people are taking. The page view, that is the reload, 9.5 thousand views in 30 days. We have 1.3 session. That is, session means when you come to a site, the time you've spent in total, like clicking, reloading the page, commenting, and the likes, that's all a session. So when you close that page, that session has ended. Then when you come back again, it's going to be a new session. You understand? Then user is going to be different. When you look at these users here, you can see total users is 269, new users is 239. You understand? So these are basic things you actually want to look at. You look at the pages. Look at the pages the person is actually visiting. You can see the number of views. You can see the users. You can see views per. You can see average engagement time. You can see how well they are engaging with that particular page. So that in itself, you can see which part of the site should maybe optimize. And also you can even look at the page itself. and see how well how much time they are spending on that site, and that's what we call bounce rate. Bounce rate means what is the rate of people how soon are people leaving the site. So the higher your bounce rates, the lower your conversions. So Google takes this metric also to also rank different websites. When they see that people are visiting a site and they are leaving almost immediately, that's a signal to Google that people probably don't like this particular site, but there's something wrong with this site. So that's why people try as much as possible to reduce their bounce rates by maybe writing more effective copy, writing longer copy. You understand? So this is just basically just an intro. It's just for you to just have an idea of what Google Analytics looks like in the back end, and the kind of data that you see. Because if you should try to create a Google Analytics account, you will not see anything because the website is not attached. You understand? So you can go on Google to learn more about GA4. Before it used to be Universal Analytics, but recently it is now GA4. So many companies are now transitioning from their legacy Universal Analytics to GA4. But you can go ahead to go and learn more on your own. All right, copywriting in the real world. That is the things to just know when it comes to you being a copywriter in an agency or in a company. Now we have who do you work with? That is, what are the types of talents you get to work with in an organization? What's the process? Also the presentation. How do you present your work? How to measure results, which we already discussed. Digital analytics. You look at user behavior. You look at Oddsjar. Look at there are a lot of different tools. There are A/B testing tools like Optimizely. There is Convert.com. There's also Google Optimize that has been sunset already. So, and we also have Adobe Target. There are a lot of tools that you can use to actually measure results. And measuring results is not just limited to just website or landing pages. You can measure the result of your copy in an application, in a mobile app. You can test for even a web app. It is limitless in many ways. Also, the challenges at work. What are the challenges you would face as a copywriter? Also, we have AI-driven roles. What are the roles that based on the buzz we have on AI, people saying copywriting is dead and the likes. What are the roles that have been bettered out of this change? No matter the innovation, there's always something out of it. The pros and the good and the bad. You understand? So we have a T-shaped copywriter. What are the steps, or what should you know to be a T-shaped copywriter, basically? And lastly, we have tips to grow. That is the basic things to just keep in mind if you want to grow as a copywriter. Now, who do you work with? You work with UI UX designers. That is people that design the websites before they are developed by the WordPress developer or the front-end developer or any just developer, basically. So you work with them because you get to like insert a copy in Figma and the likes, or whatever design tool they are going to use. And that's why most companies face kind of dilemma. It's more or less like a chicken and egg situation. Is it the chicken first or the egg? Which one comes first? You would not know, because so they will ask whether the copy should be written before the design should be created, or the designer should make the design before the copywriter writes the copy. So which one comes first? So most companies have their own process, but usually they will say the copywriter and the designer should work together. But at the end of the day, it should tilt towards more of the copywriter, because the copywriter can actually shape the direction of the design. So in an ideal settings, it should be the copywriter actually being the lead of how the design should go. And that's why I mentioned in our week 2 that you should go online, go and check out design templates, so that you're going to know how your copy is going to look like. Then take that template. If you're a designer yourself, you can use it. But if you are working with a designer, you can give them some of those ideas to inform how they are going to structure the site. You understand? The design does not have to be the same, but it's just putting you on the driver's seat of how you want the copy to be laid out. You understand? So we have content strategists, that is people that come up with the different the tone, voice, style, how we are going to distribute the content, and many other aspects of content distribution and strategy and the likes. We also work with CRO specialists, That is people that are in charge of analyzing data in digital, in Google Analytics. So they analyze data, you send them reports. So you work with them to so you are more or less going to be under a CRO specialist, because that's going to be more or less like your manager, because your manager can see the data and know that, okay, we need to improve the copy here and there. So you as a copywriter are going to be the one to come up with the copy. You understand? We also have digital analysts. They work more with they work also with CRO specialists. A CRO specialist is also a digital analyst, but sometimes the digital analyst can have his work extended to analyzing ad results and analyzing campaigns and the likes. So it goes way much more than just doing pure CRO work. But they both go hand in hand. You can call yourself a digital analyst as a CRO. You can also call yourself a CRO as a digital analyst. Digital analyst. So lastly, we have ads specialists. That is people that are just in charge of creating ads. They are like the ad manager. They are creating Google ads, Facebook ads. You also want to work with them. They will tell you the amount of variants of copy that you need to create. You understand? And then you create it. Usually you work with an Excel sheet. And then you can see some of these processes are hard to automate with AI. Unless the ads manager wants to be in charge of creating the copy themselves. I've been in environments where they tried it, but it's just not feasible. Even if you are using AI tools, it's not just feasible, because you have to sit down with Excel and start so you cannot do the work of 4 people, even if AI is going to be helping you with it. You understand? So that's why you always have your place as a copywriter in any company. If they're a very serious company. So what's the process? So the process can vary, like I said, for different agencies and companies. Or usually, if you're a freelancer, the process is usually straightforward like this. That is, you start with a brief, you do your research, your problem statement, your UVP, you do all those things. You check your voice of customer data, see what people are saying online about competitor services and products. That's your basic research. Then you come up with the outline of your copy, and then you create the first draft, and then you review. The review can be done by maybe your manager, or if you are also, or you have a copy editor in the team. It's a very big agency. They review, then you update, you revise, and then you publish. Then when you publish, you measure the copy to see whether it's working or not, and then you optimize. That is, you update the copy with the new results, basically. So that's what you do in essence as a copywriter. So presentation is just how do you present a copy, and that's why I've said in week 1, and I guess week 2, I think week 1, that you should always present your work in your best way possible. Don't underestimate anything, even if it's just a small block of ad copy. Make sure it is well presented. You understand? So it is very good for you to present a copy, to show that you've actually spent time coming up with your best work. If you're going to be doing research, come up with your research documents, show them your Google Forms, how you've asked people questions about the challenges they are facing about using this particular product. Show your persona and the likes. You understand? That's what actually makes you stand out. So how to measure result? We've talked about that. You use Google Analytics and some other tools that are used to measure your result, and then you use those results to optimize your copy. And then you have challenges at work. That is, what are the challenges you face as a copywriter? I've faced it a lot, because working with agencies where you are a copywriter, and in addition, if you're a black person, it even makes it worse, because I believe if English is not your first language, you probably are not good enough as a native English writer. You understand? So the primary challenge you face, besides being in a different country, is many people think, even your managers, they will think they can do your work, because everybody think they can also write. Everybody think they can write. You understand? So they would when you give them deadlines, they will say it's not just to just write this thing in like 2-3 hours. You understand? So they would rubbish your. In fact, even with AI, many of them will just assume that you can just easily put this in ChatGPT, and you can cook up a lot of copy in just 5 minutes. So a way to combat this is to be a process person. That is, right from the start of you doing anything, make sure you are process oriented. Don't try to impress them by just crunching out copy like a robot. You need to have a process, and at the same time, doesn't mean you should bullshit or go around, doing things that are not related to the project. But it just means that if it's going to take you time to actually come up with user research and the like, take your time. Let them understand that these things are going to impact the final result, and it's going to help us like identify the right message to put in the products or in the websites or in the app, in anything next time. So be a process person, and be very organized. Begin to work very well next time. But as it stands right now, many companies are still hiring copywriters because they are looking for human copy. I've showed you guys one AI tool that you can just put in any AI content and it will detect it. Currently, Google is updating their search engine every year, or maybe twice in a year. Google updates search engine. So right now they are running more or less like a spam updates. In 2022, they did something called helpful content updates. So, and that means that if your content is not helpful, it's going to, you're going to, your content, your blog will not rank, or your site will not rank. So now Google is indirectly telling people that they are not going to be encouraging mass production of AI content. So they are currently doing the updates. I think they've completed the updates. I think they are doing the spam updates right now. I'm not sure, but everything should be between March and early April. Yeah. So that's pretty much it when it comes to challenges at work. Besides that, you just have to work on your soft skills, communication, learn to organize your thoughts, learn to communicate your ideas, and also learn to present your ideas also too. So if you can do those little things, I think you'll be very fine in any way you find yourself, regardless of your background or where you're from. You understand? So AI driven roles. These are roles that are like based out of being AI competitor. We are now competing with AI, because people think maybe AI is going to maybe change the world and all. But I think everything is a tool. Whatever you use in this life is a tool. To you know, even a gun is a tool. It helps protect you, and also it helps. It can also put you in harm's way. It can send you to jail, basically. So that's how I see AI too. So some people will probably just advertise it as the best thing to ever happen to mankind. But we just know that the people that are also creating these things are not entirely doing it for the benefit of mankind. Some of them are doing it for self-driven goals, and that's why they don't mind putting millions of people out of jobs in order to just achieve their childhood dreams and the likes. You understand? So I'm going off script. AI driven roles. The first one we have here is AI writer. That is, I've hired a lot of writers for AI content, because there are some websites that you don't need too much quality content. You just need something to just be on the site, as more or less like to just inform the person coming to the site. So you can be an AI writer where you use ChatGPT, use Jarvis.ai to create content and in mass, and then you edit it in as little way as possible, just to make it sound human. There are a lot of agencies hiring AI writers. They will not advertise that, but they just want you to know that you are familiar with using AI tools. Also, we have copy master. Copy master, I heard this word from, I think there's one particular copywriting agency like that. I saw one of their courses, and they call this becoming a copy master, something like that. And that means that you want to be able to use all these AI tools to your advantage. So I think I'll call myself a copy master, because I use AI tools a lot to come up with some basic template copy, and then I'll just take that and turn it into something that more humanly and the likes. In our over the shoulder project today, I think you're going to see some of those basic template copy that we can turn into something that is readable by humans. We have copy editor, that is somebody that is in charge of turning this AI content into human content. So there's an opportunity to be a copy editor. In fact, our project today is going to be copy editing. You want to take an existing copy and turn it into something else. You understand? So your ability to actually take existing copy and turn it into something human friendly is also going to be very highly demanded skill. We have copy assembler. That is, you are the person in charge of. You can also be using AI tools. We are going to be the one, dictating direction of, okay, this one should be here before this one. You should put this here and before this one. You understand? And that can be very helpful when you are creating copy for a mobile app, or let's say web app, where there has to be like some snippets of copy around there. You understand? It can be a copy assembler. I've never heard of this word before. I just come up, I came up with the name just to like demonstrate what I mean by being an assembler. So more or less like a UX copywriter. Also, we have an email strategist. So as an email strategist, you're going to be a copywriter, an email marketer. You are more or less like an email maestro in one. You understand? So, and this is one of those ways to like separate yourself from the average email marketer. So knowing how to craft compelling emails will set you apart, and then you can call yourself an email strategist, and then use all these AI tools to create sample emails that you can turn into human content. Trust me, email is something that AI is going to be very hard for AI to automate. Very, very hard. Very, very hard. Even some of my work that I do daily is I reach out to companies for backlinks and link building and the likes, and you have to like craft email in a personal way that will make them respond. You understand? So this is what I also do daily. Yes. So you need to know how to like craft all these human readable emails. So that's it for AI driven roles. And also you want to be a T-shaped copywriter. That is, you want to be that copywriter that can be instantly hireable. You don't want to be I'm just a copywriter, and they'll be scratching their heads, thinking whether you're worth it or not. So a way to just instantly be worthy of being hired or be instantly valuable is to be a T-shaped copywriter. That is, you want to be a full-on copywriter, but with diverse range of skills. You understand? So you want to master GA4, no GA4 like the back of your hand. You can take a lot of different courses on YouTube when it comes to GA4. Learn the different parts, how to like dissect the data, how to like organize your reports. This is something that is going to help you stand out. Learn Figma, learn the basics of Figma, learn how to like drag different elements around, and learn how to organize content in Figma. You don't need anything more than that. You understand? Learn WordPress. I just showed you WordPress, the WordPress dashboard. So learn how to create a new post, create a new page, learn how to add images, then how to maybe add a new blog for content and all. You understand? But if you can go deep in all these areas, it's going to help you a lot. Then SEO. SEO is very, very, very important. You want to know SEO also too as a copywriter. Know, internal links, know on-page SEO. On-page SEO is basically what SEO metrics to keep in mind on the website. We have off-page SEO. That is efforts that you make to actually bring to actually add authority to the site. It can be backlinks, it can be guest posting, it can be any of those SEO efforts. You understand? Also learn HTML and CSS. HTML and CSS is something you most likely won't need, but it's always good to just know. If let's say you want to be an email writer, where you want to be using some basic tools to create like email content, so you want to know how to like present your ideas, so you can use all this simple code editor to write your email just to see how it's going to look to the user. Or instead of learning this, you can maybe use some tools like all these Namecheap. They have their own builders to actually write your emails. So it's just a skill to have, which is going to help you make you stand out. All right, tips to grow. The first thing is to never stop learning. That is, you want to be a passionate individual. You just want to be hungry for learning more and more, and that's going to help you become that T-shaped copywriter and that I talked about. Instance. So you want to keep learning every single day. Also, you want to join communities. Being a part of NZ is also part of what I'm talking about, and you can also join a lot of different specific communities online. say copywriting, you can join copywriting communities where there are copywriters, see what people are doing to like maybe get over this AI hype, or just you know, stay updated with what's happening in your industry. Basically, we have reading of books. That is, you want to read maybe more personal development books just to increase your vocabulary, because see, if you're increasing your vocabs is one of those things. Sorry, one second. So increasing your vocabulary can really help you, write copy faster. So you don't have to like second guess your English, or even when you are copying and pasting copy here and there from maybe ChatGPT, you can know whether that's the best word to use. Because if there's going to be anything simpler than what you are using, you want to actually go down and down until that's the best word to use in that situation. You understand? And then you want to write often. You can have a blog, you can have your own personal blog created with WordPress, or you can use something like Medium to write often. Many people say write every day. I won't say you should write every day, because writing every day is almost not feasible. But if you're hungry about writing, you can write every day. But at least at the minimum, write often, maybe once a week, something like that, so that you can. Because as you write more, you get to refine your thoughts. You get to be more precise when you are coming up with your work. So now to the over the shoulder projects. So before we proceed, do you guys have any questions so far on what we've talked about? Do you have any question? Okay, so in absence of questions, so let's just proceed to the third section of this class. So can you just go ahead and close all these ones? All right. So this is the websites we're going to be looking at. You guys are already familiar with these sites since the beginning of the class. So it is called Serenity Springs. That's they are like a romantic getaway sites. So they provide a program for couples to just maybe honeymoon, maybe just want to have like some couples time and the like. So you can see Serenity Springs is an amazing it's an award-winning couples resorts. So they said we have about 30 private cabins. So what I want us to like do right now is I want us to like review this copy just to see, to see whether it is the best, to be on the site. Now we have a year-round romantic getaway. Do you think this says anything? Let me know in the comments. Do you guys think this actually says something about what they do? You can just reply yes or no. Do you think it actually sums up what they do? All right, so we can pretty much assume that it does not, but at the same time, as a human being, you're able to infer, you understand? But inference is not enough in most cases. So that's why you want to actually achieve two things. You want to be clear, you want to be concise, and also you want to drive conversion. You understand? So they are concise here in being that okay, just a year-round romantic getaway without dabbling around. But is this enough to drive conversion? No. Is this clear enough? Partially, yes. Right? So they said private cabins for two. it still doesn't say a lot. I can see this is just a way to just stuff in the SEO keywords. That is romantic getaway, private cabins for two, something like that. Now the next one is one night is never enough. We are open 7 days a week, 8 a.m. check-in, blah blah blah, and all like that. So they are telling the person, that is the user, that is one night, booking one night with us is not enough. But they're not telling us the reason why we should not book just one night. You understand? And then the next thing they went ahead to do is Serenity Springs is an award-winning couples resort. That is, they're talking about themselves again. That is, we are an award-winning resort. So for that purpose, you should book us. We have over 30 private cabins. We are one of the best resorts around. It's established 1999. So that's what you call maybe an old man syndrome, something like that. When you think because you've been around for a very long time, automatically that's guarantees conversions. You understand? Fine, they are popular in their own way, within maybe their country or online, but it doesn't change the fact that this copy can be better. You understand? So moving on, it is all about rates and packages. So this is not for somebody that is not aware, or somebody that is at the beginning stage of the funnel, because there is nothing that actually sets them apart so far. Now moving on, you see something like explore our cabins, okay, images, a romantic getaway year round. This is really fun. You see, they said a year-round romantic getaway, and then the copywriter said, thoughts that, okay, what other maybe crazy idea can I put here or something like that, and then he reversed the copy. A romantic getaway year-round. That's really fun. And then they went ahead to say, enjoy luxurious escape, our rental cabins offer blah blah blah, and then learn more. Now notice one thing also too. When you come back here, you can see about 5 CTAs so far. Call for reservations. When you scroll down, get details, explore inside. You can see view details, about 3 of them. You can say learn more. Learn more, get view details, explore inside, get details. That's about 5 different CTAs. That's also a problem. When you scroll down, you see your dining options. Learn more. Activities and nearby attractions. Learn more. You understand? So I can see that the copywriter is not really stable. There's like a mixture of the features and the benefits. But I can see more features here. You can see Serenity Springs. Now this looks like a section that should go up the page somewhere around here. It should be something that should be here instead of one night is never enough. Now you can see some problems with this copy. You can see how it is all about we are the best. We have this, we have that. Whereas it should be about the person. Fine, they've put a lot of images, but it is not enough to sell the experience. In fact, the design itself is something we can even talk about, but that's not the purpose of this call. You understand? We have activities and nearby attractions. We have an award-winning results. You see, they still want to let us know that they are an award-winning results. You can see that that's their primary UVP. That is what sets them apart, being an award-winning results, basically. So they went ahead to say luxuries. Now this is just one word, luxuries. What does that mean? It means nothing. You understand? So you have some text here are not bad. You can see just big enough for 2. Take advantage of the sunken werewolf top. Unwind no matter the weather. You can see there is some kind of nice, good copy there. Well nourished. Doesn't mean anything. Our packages and activities also really doesn't mean a lot. And then we have about Serenity Springs, our happy campus says Now, this could be something that should come very early in the copy. It looks really like something that should come very early in the copy. Now there is, and it could be more or less like a documented video of maybe a couple that probably enjoyed the experience, and then they maybe shot the video, and it was more of maybe 3 to 5 videos of people that actually had a good experience with the results. You understand? So call to schedule your reservation, you can see. And then lastly, frequently asked questions. So the website looks good, but the copy is all chaotic. You understand? So I went ahead to copy the entire copy on the website in this doc. But I felt just about the start of the class that maybe I should just demonstrate that on the website. Yeah, so that's pretty much us critiquing that site. And then we now have a brief. That is, the client is still Serenity Spring, right? Now what we want to do is to take this site and change the information, the message, to match a different service offering. So that's why we are giving a brief. Instead of them being a getaway resort, we want it to be a meditation retreat that offers a tranquil sanctuary. You should know by now this is done by ChatGPT. So amidst nature's embrace, inviting guests to embark on a transformative journey of self-discovery and inner peace. So we want this Serenity Spring, this particular camp, to be about nature. It doesn't matter whether a couple, it can be an individual. So the project is copy editing for a SaaS landing page. So we want it to be, sorry, this is an error. This should not be a SaaS landing page. It should be copy editing for a website. So pardon this error. Copy editing for a website. The target audience is nature loving. There's somebody that's interested in going into solitude, enjoying nature and the likes. Somebody that's in recovery, that's maybe a drug addict that's probably gone through rehab and has been discharged, and then the person still wants to maybe enjoy more of solitude and nature. This person can be the target audience. Or somebody that is maybe facing some maybe life troubles, maybe heartbreak, and they need some alone, some me time. That can also be our target audience. Now the tone of voice is calm, professional, and soothing. You understand? So we want it to be not too aggressive. We want it to be loving, understanding, empathetic, basically. And then the keywords are retreats, wellness retreats, meditation retreats, nature retreats, personal retreats. And then the CTA, that's our primary CTA, our primary call to action, is call for reservations, basically. All right, now that we have the brief that was sent to us by the clients, now I've condensed the entire process of maybe doing your research, identifying the problem statements. So let's just quickly go straight to writing so that we don't waste too much time. Now here we have seeking solitude, right? That is part of the personal values. The person prefers quiet and peaceful environment for introspection, meditation, and personal growth. That is the person we are looking to target on that website. The person is a recovering individual. That is, the person is recovering from addiction or undergoing healing journey, and they are looking for a supportive and nurturing environment. Self-reflective. Maybe you want to go and think about your life. Also, nature enthusiasts. There's some people that they love to see trees. They love to see just them and nature, basically. We also have people that are romantic, probably people that want to be alone with their loved ones, and that they are romantic at heart. We have luxury seeker. That's people that have money to spend, that they just want to enjoy. Some people just come in to serve them breakfast and the likes. You can see they are more or less in the bottom of our persona. They are not like the primary ideal audience. You understand? We also have wellness conscious. That is people that probably prioritize their mental and emotional wellness. They really don't care about solitude or anything like that, but probably they work maybe 9 months in a year and they get like maybe 3 months leave. So in that 3 months, you just want to like maybe prioritize their physical, maybe just like have some fun for no reason. You understand? So then we have problem statements. That is from the persona. We know the people we are looking to target with our copy. Then let's examine the problem statement. So the person probably lacks peaceful and private retreat options, based on their research online. There is limited availability of secluded accommodations. There's absence of retreat destinations. You understand? There are not too many that are catering specifically to individuals in recovery. This is a very good one. I actually came up with this just to tweak the results. So because people that are in recovery or probably that used to be an addict, they also need some of these results, and there are not too many of them that are catering for them. Usually, they are usually rehabs, just to avoid them from slipping back in. But there are some people that have been discharged from the rehab, but they still need to just be alone for a while. You understand? So this is something that can cater for them. So, and there's some people that have challenges, finding a serene environment. So people have difficulty accessing nearby natural attractions. We have that problem in Nigeria here. Many of us travel to, the likes of Maldives, travel to Seychelles, places that have nice attraction. You understand? So we also have inadequate options. So some of them are not customized, to suit the person's needs. Now this brings us to the benefits and features. You understand? So I want us to talk about, the different benefits and features that should go on the site. When you look at these Serenity Springs now, like I said, there are too many features. Like just explore our cabins, but this is not enough to make people want to order or maybe call for reservations. So now let's look at our doc and let's look at this unique sanctuary. When you look at this unique sanctuary, is this a feature or a benefit? Let me know in the comments. You can use F and B. F for feature, B for benefits. Is unique sanctuary a feature or a benefit? Let me know. We have a lot to quickly go through, so let's be fast with this, please. Omaka says it's a benefit. What do you guys think? Is it a feature or a benefit? All right, quickly, it's a feature. And why is it a feature? It's simple. Unique sanctuary. It is nothing to, when you ask that question, what is the need for me? That is, what is the need for the customer? Unique sanctuary. What does that mean? It means nothing. It's only talking about the company. That is, we have a unique place. You understand? Tailored for solitude. Is it a feature or a benefit? Yeah, we got a lot of good answers here. So benefits, because tailored for solitude, the person is looking to be, in his isolated environment. You understand? So solitude speaks to the customer. You understand? So their unique sanctuary is tailored for solitude. So instead of them saying unique sanctuary, you can just say our cabins are tailored for solitude, something like that. So that speaks to the customer. Effortless planning, is that feature or a benefit? Okay, we already have like two F's and one B. Okay, quickly, effortless planning is a benefit. It is not a feature. Now that's very tricky in the sense that you might think effortless planning is talking about the company. You understand? Effortless planning is talking about the user, because the company will not say they are effortless about their planning. Understand? It's talking about the person coming there. That is, there's not going to be any hiccups in them planning for their vacation, you know, in them using their services and the likes. So it is actually a benefit, because it speaks to the customer. It is not about their cabins. It's not about their. It's different when they say that our cabin, let's say, seamlessly designed, something like that. That is a feature, not a benefit. But effortless planning here speaks to the customer. Memorable experiences, is that a feature or a benefit? Yeah, that's that one is very easy to actually identify. So it's actually benefits, because it's actually going to give that person a memorable experience. Modern amenities, is that a feature or a benefit? Yeah, perfect. It's actually a feature, because the user does not really care whether it's modern or not, because all they want is just, somewhere they can actually enjoy themselves. And to be honest, some user might actually care whether it's modern or not, but there are different ways you can actually, you know craft a copy to pass that same message. We have award-winning retreats, F or B. Yeah, that's correct. It's a feature, because it's talking more about the company than the customer. We have personalized packages, F or B. Yeah, perfect. It's actually a benefit, because you're talking to the customer. That is, their packages are going to be personalized. That is, them coming to your camp, they're going to be getting personalized services. So that's actually a benefit. We have convenience location. Is that a feature or a benefit? This one's also a tricky one. So that is why you don't just want to take the word literally for it. You just want to imagine, okay, what the person gets out of it. Convenience location. The person might want to, like, book somewhere that's closer to, you know, maybe somewhere that's in the country, or somewhere that is in the same continent. So convenient location is actually a benefit. It is not a feature. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Korea David, that's correct. It can actually be both. It can be a feature and it can be a benefit. So we can actually assume this is both a feature and a benefit. A benefit. Yeah, that's correct. But in this case, you want to actually craft the copy to make it look more or less like a benefit. So the way you craft that copy is going to actually shape the direction. It can be, it can also be, say we are conveniently located in the heart of Los Angeles. You understand? You know, that is a feature. You understand? But when you see something like, um we have branches that are closer to you. So if you are from any parts of West Africa, our results are readily available to you. You understand? That's shifts in a way to sound like it benefits. You understand? So we have a maximum relaxation. Is that feature a benefit? Yeah, straight up benefits. Yeah, good job. So lastly, we have connect with nature. Is that a feature or a benefit? Yeah, well done, guys. So it is actually a benefit. So if I give you guys 20 of this, you can already just know how to like identify which one is a feature and which one is a benefit, because you want to advocate for the customer. You're actually negotiating for them. You want them to get the best out of that service. So that's why you want the copy to talk more about the customer and what they're going to get from the service. All right, let's move on. So what I did is I took this copy and then I sent it to ChatGPT to adapt it to meet our requirement here. That is to make it, to change the copy. Now you can see it's the same thing. It says, welcome to Serenity Springs, blah, 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 private cabins for two, call for reservation. You can see Serenity Springs offers an award-winning retreat for individuals seeking solitude and rejuvenation, nestled on 85 private wooded acres and the likes. And you can see it's still the same copy, but now what we want to do is to follow these checklists. So we want to create a headline. Trust me, I've not prepared for this class, so we're going to repeat in the most natural way as possible. So if I flop, it's also going to be recorded. So and you guys are also going to join me in crafting this copy together. So we have the headline, the introduction, the CTA, the UVP. I complain about too many CTAs, so we have to correct that. You can see there are a lot of here. When you look at this copy here, you can see call for reservation, learn more. This is a typical website copy, which is okay. Well, we are actually conversion oriented here, so let's quickly work towards that. All right, so looking at this, and we've gone through the project. We are all about, we're advocating for that individual that is seeking solitude, recovering, looking to reflect, a nature enthusiast, romantic attached, luxury seeker, wellness conscious. So now let's try to craft a headline that can fit this particular company. So I need ideas, guys. So let me know. Just write me a headline that I think can actually ignore this. Welcome to Serenity Springs. The headline should be for this. So we need the headline, right? You can say welcome to Serenity Springs. That's not or we can still find something to do here to this welcome to Serenity Springs, because it's a very useless copy. Yeah. Let me strike down true for now. Or we can just leave that. Let's just leave it. Let's just leave it for now. All right, so we have a year-round sanctuary for solitude. So I need ideas. What type of headline do you think would capture what Serenity Springs is looking to sell, basically? Okay, the keywords there are solitude, right? Which one again? There is no wrong answer. You guys can just come, because I'm going to take some of your ideas and turn it into the copy. We have the keyword is solitude, right? The other one is nature. Like we have here, we have a nature enthusiast. We have wellness, because if you look at our brief here, you can see wellness, we have meditation, we have nature, we have personal. So we need to use the word retreat in a way. So maybe wellness retreat, something like that. So Yes, this is what you have here. You have something like wellness retreat here. So it's a phrase. So you can find a way to incorporate these words into the headline. Like romantic getaway is just a phrase. That's to be a real headline, an actual headline. Like, do you know what a headline is? All right, I'm waiting, guys. Let's make this fast so that we can quickly brush through this copy. Okay, it says it retreats nature. Okay, Jennifer said, okay, find your comfort in our sanctuary. Okay, I actually like the copy you guys are coming up with. So we're going to look for a way to combine all this together into one headline. I just need two more, and then I'll try to craft something. Because one thing is, all this copy you're coming up with can also be used as subheadings, so it is not going to waste. We are going to be using something like that, a retreat with nature, and also find comfort in our sanctuary. These are good headlines that we can use, but we need a master headline that can combine a lot of this you know into something that can capture everything. Like we find a way to include solitude, nature, and wellness retreat in a single headline. So it's a challenge for you. Okay, so let's just continue and let's see what we can come up with. All right. We know the primary keyword here is wellness retreats, like we have here. We have meditation retreats. We have nature retreats. So you need the power keyword. It can be something like dive. Okay. So Ayomide says an haven of solitude. Mm, yeah, that can be helpful too. So keep that in mind. So it can be dive into nature's with a personalized wellness retreat. Now, this can be a power word, like dive into, like that is an active, you know, this is a statement. This is more actionable, like it's telling that person that dive into nature, with a personalized wellness retreat. And then I can support this particular headline. I can support it with a sub headline that would now, you know, go ahead to, you know, support the copy just for the person to be able to know, okay, the wellness retreat. So what is more about it? You understand? And then that can be a subheadline. When you look at this site, you can see they have no subheadline. So this says private cabins for two. But we can still go ahead to create a subheadline. It can be something like this. You have a text here. Can take this out. Serenity Springs offers an award-winning retreat for individuals seeking solitude. We know that we are all about benefits, right? So that means this is going to be out of the equation. We don't want this. So we can see something like we created, why is this in all caps? We created Serenity Springs, right? Remember, company name starts with capital letters, so keep that in mind. We created Serenity Springs for individuals seeking solitude and rejuvenation. If you want to take a break from the chaos of life and enjoy a peaceful uh if you want to take a break from the chaos of life and or have some me time, I can say this is the best place to be. Now, this is just the first time of you writing. Now, normally you just want to like pour out your ideas. So you still want to go back, refine, take things here and there. But I'm just trying to let you know the mental models that you want to use when you're crafting this copy, so that you can know whether what you're writing is in the you are actually in the right direction. Because it's different from you writing a feature oriented copy. It's also different from writing a benefit oriented copy. You understand? So you want to know that. That is, we create a serenity for individuals seeking solitude, and rejuvenation. If you want to take a break from the chaos of life or have some me time, this is the best place to be. Then, what do you want them to do? You want them to call for reservation, right? That is your call to action. Now, you've gone from your from your headline, that is, dive into wellness, right? Now, this is your sub headline, right? This can be your subtitle here, and then you want them to call for reservation, right? Let me change this to editing. I can see this one. So we remove this welcome to Serenity Springs, because in the sub headline itself we mentioned Serenity Springs. So that has inferred the name of the company. You understand? So we can take this away. So that means we've written the headline. We've more or less introduced the company, right? We've created a CTA, right? So the next step is to talk about um, the UVP. So that is the unique value proposition. That is, what sets them apart. You get it? So that's basically what sets them apart. So then after the UVP, then we go ahead to list out the benefits that we have here. Where is it? The benefits we have here, that is the maximum relaxation, convenience location, personalized packages. We have effortless planning, tailored for solitude, right? So let's just continue. So this is where we can use some of those headlines that you guys came up with. Where is it? Yeah, this is Jennifer John Jr. I think we can use something like this. Find your comfort. Instead of find your comfort, you can say find comfort. Understand? Find comfort. So that should be heading 2, right? That's why I said the flow of the doc. When you come to this outline, you can see this is heading 1, this is heading 2. Find comfort in our sanctuary. So then I can come here to now write something, something to actually let them know that we are more than just the wellness cabin and the likes. You understand? So let's expand more on this. Find a comfort to sanctuary. Or you guys can help me. Can help me with the copy here. Like find comfort in our sanctuary. What should be here? We can actually take from this copy here too. He said discovers the peace of Serenity Springs in Lapote, Indiana, a peaceful 85-acre. Now mentioning these features here is actually nice, but I want this copy to be benefit oriented. Normally you are going to be having, you can see here there's features here. We're going to talk about features. You understand? And normally when you go to a website, you will see something like our cabins, maybe in the menu. When you come here, you see cabins here. This is the feature already. So if the person really actually wants to know about what you have, they can come here to come and see your features. So we don't want to prioritize that in the copy itself. So that's why we want to, focus more on the benefits. So find comfort in our sanctuary is our second headline. So can you guys come up with maybe a simple one or two sentences? It can be anything. Just put down your ideas. Don't worry. We are recording this call, but all your responses are not recorded. So there's no wrong answer. Nobody's going to know who's sending the wrong answers or anything. So you guys can feel free. Also, that's also the beauty of ChatGPT too. Now you can use ChatGPT to, like, you can write prompts that are very detailed. You can see ChatGPT. I'm writing a copy on a website that is all about wellness retreats. Can you create you don't have to waste too much words. You can just say create a 2-sentence copy for this headline. Find comfort in our sanctuary. You understand? And it's going to come up with some generic, boring copy, and then you can take that and then turn it into a human readable copy. So what you don't want to do is to ask ChatGPT to write everything for you from the beginning to the end. You're going to come up with nonsense. So you want to start with something, and then along the way, take some of those ideas and put it into ChatGPT to help you, maybe create something. But for this lesson, we're not going to be using ChatGPT. So let's just come up with the copy ourselves. All right. So you can say something like you can start with something like with, because the thing is you don't want to be too repetitive. You don't want to say something like maybe we, something like, yeah, it's going to be we and all like that, and that it's good to like avoid that, just not to look too boring and something like that. Can something like with a focus in let's use one of our, this is one of our problem statements here. With a focus in creating or giving, let's say giving personalized, or let's say memorable experiences. That's one of our benefits. and personalized. Let's just keep it to one. We offer personalized personalized services to help you discover your inner self. It's a focus on giving. Is it focus on or focus in? You guys should correct me. Is it focused on? Is it focus on giving memorable experiences, or with a focus in?
In.
Okay, focus in. Okay. I don't want us to check anywhere online, so let's just work with it. If it's wrong, you guys can check online yourself. With the focus in giving memorable experiences, we offer personalized services to help you discover your inner self, or let's try to complete this sentence. With the focus in giving memorable experiences, we offer personalized services to help you discover your inner self and enjoy the best of nature. So yeah, it seems Google is trying to correct us here. So it is on given, so not in. With the focus on giving memorable experiences, we offer personalized services to help you discover your inner self and enjoy the best of nature. So whether you are so this is a very good way to introduce your audience. You understand? This is a very good, bridge. We started with this is we focus on memorable experiences, right? We offer personalized services to help you discover your inner self and enjoy the best of nature. Whether you are Now, let's go back to our initial document. You can see whether you are a nature enthusiast, right? Romantic at heart, luxury seeker, or in recovery. That has already given you some copy to use, some copy blocks to use without even having to think too hard. You know, whether you're a nature enthusiast, right? Who again? A wellness, let's say, a recovering individual. Okay, we need to put a here, right? You can see how slow I am. So that's just to tell you that even if when you're writing your copy, you can even be much slower, and you're going to be very, very slow. So you cannot be that person that just concretely come up with those copy. Nah, it doesn't work that way. You need to come up with those ideas, read them over again. You see those ones that don't feel right, then you edit and over again until it feels right. So whether you're a nature enthusiast, recovering individual, or a luxury seeker, because you also want to find those people that are, just want to enjoy the best of life. So we are not catering for people that are like just looking to do some romantic getaways. So let's focus on these three ideal audience: nature enthusiast, recovering individual, a luxury seeker. We can introduce the company name again. You can say Serenity Spring offers. We've used offer before, so let's not use it again. Serenity Springs offer. So we can go back to some of these words, just see some copy we can. So that's really like come up with some of this copy. You look at the competitors of this particular site. you look at the competitors, you look at the kind of copy blocks they are using, because you don't want to reinvent the wheel or say anything that is weird or non-conforming. So you also want to still, like, take some of the ideas here. You understand? So you can see here now, they said whether it is a personal retreat, recovery journey, or self-discovery journey. You can see I did not even know, and this could be a subconscious thing that I just did here, but it just felt like the right thing to write. You understand? So yeah, I like this line. We offer a selection of on-site activities. This is exactly what you want to include in your copy. This is exactly what they want to see. What do you offer? Like, what do you give? What is the need for me? Instead of you saying we have so amount of cabins, like they have here, 30 private cabins, you know, 85 private would. Nobody cares about this. What they care about is this. You understand? So, and you don't want to copy and paste. You want to avoid plagiarism. You understand? So, you try as much as possible not to plagiarize. We offer because when you see something like group activities, it defeats the purpose of being a solitude, process. So that's why you want to be careful of the kind of words you choose. So we offer activities such as meditative sessions, nature, solo nature walks, just to make it solo nature walks, um, ice baths. Yeah, that's something unique also too, because so people might maybe like some ice baths, maybe they want to be dipped into ice or something like that. Or prayer sessions, if you are maybe a religious person, prayer sessions, and so much more. You understand? you know so you can see Google is correcting us here. We have Serenity Springs offers activities such as meditative sessions, solo nature walks, ice baths, um prayer sessions, and so much more. You understand? So that can be just it for this. Find comfort in our sanctuary. So this can be the copy block that's going to come somewhere here. Let's see. It can be here. This headline here is going to be this one. This one right here. So let's move on. We've covered this UVP. That is, this is our UVP. We give memorable experiences. To focus on giving memorable experiences, we offer personal services to help you discover your inner self and enjoy the best of nature. Whether you can see the word nature keeps recurring, and that's to let them know that it's not about nature. And that's why you want to support this with greenery, like things that would, like visuals. You want your website to actually demonstrate nature. This is nonsense. This logo here should not be there. It should be something that demonstrates nature. This is because this one is a romantic getaway, so you can understand why they have these kind of videos and images. So it's perfect for what they are talking about. But when you're talking about nature, this is not something that should be there. You understand? So we have eyes. This is not really entirely nature. You understand? So you want something that's going to be more green, sunny. This is nature. You can see images like this. So you don't want your designer or developer to sabotage all your efforts. So you want them to actually do something or create something in line with what you created. So this is greenery. So this is nature. You understand? Yeah, something like this. All right, so let's go back. So the next one is to highlight the benefits. Now we already talked about the benefits, like which one here? Maximum relaxation, right? Maximum relaxation. So that should be heading 3, yeah, because it is not really a significant heading, but we're going to tweak this. I just want to highlight those. Let's just take about 4 of them. Personalized packages is also another one that we want to. Which one again? Which one is significance? Effortless planning, yeah, it's also significant too, because we want them to know that, which one again? You guys should help me select which one can we add to make it 4 among these options. Come on, guys, let's quickly run through this. I didn't hear you well. You can send it in the comments.
What is not working? Connect with nature.
Connect with nature, okay. Connect with nature. Do you guys agree with connect with nature? Because I don't want us to be repetitive, We talk about nature and the like, so I want us to, pick something that is okay. We can choose something like convenient location. I think that's really, that actually, covers, like, it's more or less like a triangle, like a web. We talked about connect with nature, but it's possible for the person to probably connect with nature and then they come back to their cabins and it is not conducive enough. So maximum relaxation. Personalized packages, they can be some other people too in the camp, but you don't want to do anything that's going to be too generic. So you want it to be more personalized to you. You can say maybe all you want is just sound of birds. Maybe you would want to maybe go to areas where there are a lot of birds. So them knowing all those things beforehand, they're going to be, and you'll be able to cater those experiences to you. You tell them that, okay, you're an addict and you're trying to recover from just maybe got out of rehab. So they can maybe make sure that your food does not contain some certain type of, like, basically, you understand what I'm talking about. So you actually want to capitalize on that. You have effortless planning. Some people are not really good at planning. They don't really know how to, like, organize themselves and all like that. So you want to make it very easy for them. And tell them what they need to maybe bring along and the likes. You have convenient location. You can tell them that, okay, where you are located is close to the nearest, maybe, airports, the nearest terminals. So if they decide to maybe go from there to just explore the city, something like that. You understand? So, and another way to look at it when it comes to the benefits can be, you're located at the heart of Africa. So if your target audience is people from Africa, then that can be something to capitalize on in your copy. So let's go ahead to make all this heading 3. So maximum relaxation. So you can try to make this copy shorter. It can be maybe just a sentence, something of this length coming here. So it can be, so that I don't write too much, because it's more important for your copy to be straight to the point. Targets the pain points. You understand? So to write this one, you don't have to brainstorm or think too hard or anything like that. Just come to your brief. Look at some of the problem statements. You understand? This one, we have maximum relaxation. Something like this: limited availability of secluded accommodations, designed for personal reflection. So this can be the basis of your copy. You can say something like, we know how important it is to feel like you are alone in can say 80 acre plot, something like that. That's why you see now you did not maybe say we have 80-acre plots. You actually just mentioned it, in a way to let the person understand that it is still all about them. So that's why we have a lot of land. You understand? That's why we designed our cabins to have to be in suits. You can use some premium words, like something's just be like, okay, it has everything you need. Like you don't have to, maybe if you want to maybe use the restroom, maybe find have to like meet another person, something like that. So what you're trying to let them understand now is that we know how important it is for you to feel like you're alone in an iCapod. That's why we design our cabins to be in suits, and that's why we design our cabins to be in suits, so you can feel relaxed and maximize every space or something like that. So this is not the best copy for this section, but I just want you guys to just see the direction, like where I'm trying to drive at. So if you submit this to any clients, there's going to be a lot of corrections, and it's not going to be your best work, obviously. But you can still go back, do research here and there. It's because we've not been able to do research, so you're just writing directly from the doc we have. You understand? You can ask ChatGPT to help you refine it, to help you make it better, that kind of stuff. Before ChatGPT, usually you copy and paste text here and there, on the internet. That's the way it works, because nobody's an island of knowledge. You might maybe go on Reddit, look at some way of people putting words together, and then take it, lift it off, and then we'll look at some people's blogs, they're like very nice work, take it out. These are like the old way of doing things, but now ChatGPT has made a lot of things easy. You understand? So we know how important it is to feel like you're alone and capable. That's why we designed our cabins to be ensuite, so you can feel relaxed and maximize every space. If you don't want to see another human until you leave, we got you covered. This sounds very human. It's not AI. It's just purely somebody at the behind the keyboard writing to another human. Like, if you don't want to see another human until you leave, because you covered, that is, you can rest assured that this is somewhere you can get lost in nature. You understand? So you can see it has tackled that limited availability of secret accommodation, and that is because many of all these resorts probably don't have enough land to build enough houses. You understand? So we've tackled that. So you can support that with maybe a video of you can see something like video of our cabins. Doing that, the video can be something that can be here. It can be, you can see these people don't have any video besides a moving a loop. This is called a loop. It's not a video, it's like a loop. It's the same thing happening over and over again in the background. But you can have something like, let's say here, after the UVP here, you can have a block of text showing, let's say this is going to be the benefits, the first benefits, then this is going to be like a video that they can watch. They'll watch the video on that page without having to leave. It is not something like watch video. You understand? Where's the yeah, so you can make it something like video of cabins, something like that. to maybe tell maybe the UX designer or maybe the developer or something like that. Say you can maybe add a comment and be like, okay, add YouTube video here, something like that. And then you can maybe tag them with the person, so the person can know that, okay, you want to add a YouTube video here, maybe displayed on the left. If you're a designer, you can also maybe design it to let the person know how they are going to present it. So personalized packages. So you see that it ties almost with the maximum relaxation. You understand? It's still almost the same thing, but that is why some people can just come to the site to just know, do you have personalized packages? So you still want to write something for them. So it can be the same thing with this, but you still want to write for that person that wants to know whether you offer personalized packages. You understand? And that can also be a way for you to maybe sell expensive options to people that are looking for, premium personalized. So let's look at the problem statement. It's an inadequate options, right? Let's come here. So here we can see something like our retreat options include so I'm trying to see this as an opportunity to maybe make an upsell. You understand? Personalized. Let's use some of the words here. Include our retreat packages. Let me see packages. Yeah, include options for individuals who have specific needs. Feel free to call us today to let us know how we can best serve you. So it can be for, in fact, specific needs is not specific enough. It can be maybe for our packages include options for individuals who have specific needs. Feel free to call us today to this feels very generic. Does not say anything. You understand? So I don't think I'll leave that there. So let's come up with something else. Our retreat packages include options for individuals who have specific needs or who need custom experiences with the guide of our camp captain, something like that. So that's to say maybe in the camp normally you're meant to be on your own, maybe with the effortless planning benefits. You're able to like help the people plan everything, give them the itinerary and everything they need to pack and everything. You understand? And but if they want more of a personalized package, but this can be something you even give to all members. You understand? Or our retreat packages, you can say all something like that. All our retreat packages include or you can say all our packages. Let me copy that and rewrite that in a way to fit something that's general. that you can use to sell. So this one is like an upsell, you understand? But this one's going to be like, okay, all our retreat packages include give custom experiences. This doesn't make any sense, you know. All our retreat packages give custom experiences which assign camp captains. It doesn't make any sense. In fact, if I send this to a client, the client should just cancel the job and just get a refund. It doesn't make any sense. So all our retreat packages give custom experiences regardless of your needs, something like that. You understand? So I can maybe follow up with, feel free to call us today to know how we can best, or feel free to make a reservation or something like that. So you can just see the direction of where I'm going with this. You understand? So it can be this and it can be this. You understand? It can be anything. But we just want to make sure that it doesn't go beyond just one or two lines. The same thing with effortless planning. That is our retreat programs, or we cater our retreat programs, or we designed something like that. We can something like we designed our retreat programs to help you take one task off your plate. As you prepare for a vacation with us or something like that. I'm pointing out here, like I'm running out of ideas. I'm writing nonsense. It's all good. So we design our retreat programs to help you take one task off your plate as you prepare for a vacation with us. Camp captains, something like that. We guide you through the entire process until you leave with. Now this is one of our very good what's this? This is our something is wrong. Okay. We designed our show programs to help you take one task of your plate. Our camp captains guide you through the entire process until you leave with memorable experiences. Although it sounds cheesy, it sounds too good to be true, you understand, but it is still something that you can still consider. You know, I've seen much more cheesy copy than this. They are very cringy, and they just want to make it look like you are coming to heaven, something like that. But trust me, that's what people want to read. So if you can back it up with some very nice visuals, it's going to really because I can remember writing a lot of copy for these all these vacation rentals, people that rent out yachts. So I worked with a client for about a year. So I wrote a lot of copy because you need to write copy for every single country that the yacht can get to. So if the yacht can go to Croatia, you're going to write something like there's a catamaran charter for Croatia, something like that, and you have to write based on the places they can visit in Croatia, in so many places. So you have to write write the copy for those places. All right. So our captains will guide you through the entire process until you leave. To the entire process from, let me say, from when you book a reservation until you leave with memorable experiences. You can still work with this. So let's quickly move on. Time is really fast going. It's over 2 hours already. I'm going to actually have to condense this class so that the people that are going to be watching won't have to endure this pain of typing. All right, so convenient location. Yeah. So the people are going to difficulty in accessing neighbor attraction, conducive. Okay, let's use this. Okay, we're almost there. So we are. Well, let's start with something else. Let me try to get inspiration from this copy. That's the beauty of looking at competitors' content. You can get inspiration. You understand? You see stuff like this, luxuries, well nourished. You understand? They don't necessarily have to be separated like this. They can be under specific headings like these ones. You can write one maybe personalized packages under this, and you can write a lot of content that will include all this. You know, so you don't actually have to. This is like a subsection. So you don't want to make a big deal out of some of this. So you want to go on the surface. So you can now write more and more so that when they read the content, it's going to be solid. Because you have something in it than just um, writing the same thing over and over again. You understand? At least from effortless planning, you got to talk about the planning. Personalized packages, you can write a lot about inside personalized packages. You don't want the heading to just give everything away. If you actually really want them to stay longer on the page and get to read. I like this bullet here. Having bullets also help. All right, so let's go back to the copy. Convenient location. Um, uh, um, cabins. It can be our cabins. Yeah, that is where we can use something like this. This modern amenities that we have here. One of this is where we can use it because So the goal of what I'm trying to do here is like, okay, we have combination of modern amenities and natural attractions that are well positioned to ensure easy transition activities. Like somebody that wants to maybe move from their cabin to maybe seeing nature, maybe switching, they don't have to maybe walk, you know, too long in between because they 80 acres is a lot. I'm not sure if you guys can actually picture what 80 acres looks like. Normally, all these people will probably have maybe all these mini scooters that you can maybe drive around. You understand? That can also be something that is a benefit. You can say easy transportation. You understand? So you can say something like we also have mini scooters or something like that. Or this is just scooters, something like scooters to to shorten the distance or to make. We also have scooters to like you can see we've spent over 40 minutes or an hour just on this simple landing page. Although there's a lot of back and forth, but you can already see why it takes a little bit of time to actually get something else. So we have a combination of modern amenities and natural attractions that are well positioned to ensure easy transition in activities. We also have scooters to drive you around if you prefer to something like if you prefer something like that. So this is also an opportunity to just chip it in that we also have night activities something like that. But it doesn't make any sense. But it's kind of like clever way to just put in something that really doesn't relate to what you're writing about. We also have scooters to drive you around, prefer to save energy for our night activities. So this would be like this kind of emoji. What's this emoji? This one. That's the kind of feeling. You understand? That's the kind of feeling this evokes. You understand? They're trying to just trick them into knowing that okay, you also have some night activities. You get so yeah, but I would not put it because you want to still maybe maintain maybe the tone of voice that was in the brief. It's calm, professional, and soothing. You don't want to go out of scripts. So it's a good way for me to point out that no matter how clever the copy is, you still want to ensure that it conforms with the tone and style of the copy. All right, so that's it with the benefits. So let's just check that off. So the CTA is going to be call for reservation. Let's continue that. Call for reservation. Yeah, call for reservation. The reason why you don't want to have learn more is an outdated way of doing website copy. Nowadays, most sites don't have a lot of learn more because people are too lazy to click around to just want to learn more. So what you want them to learn more is maybe it could be somewhere here. It could be here. Maybe you want them to know maybe all this copy here now. You want to write in depth about the processes and everything, then you can put learn more. But many people write learn more for just learn more sake. Most sites now they just put learn more for learn more sake. So you want to actually put an intentional CTA that's going to actually drive a primary conversion. So from this call for reservation, you should take them to a page where they can reserve. It shouldn't be any more information. It should be just them inputting their information and that's it. Understand? But if you still want to tell them more about the services, then you can add learn more. Or to make it much cleaner, what you want to support all these things is images, and the likes. All right, so moving on to okay, the CTA is done. The features. All right, so now you can now maybe you know talk about something like this, right? then you can now come here to now bring something like this in the picture, where you can now say, let's see whether it is in our problem statement. Okay, we don't have it here. So then you can now maybe brag about all this. You can brag about what you have as a retreat destination. You understand? So that should be heading 2, right? It should be heading 2. It can also be heading 3. It can be heading 2. So this is also an opportunity to insert your what's it called, your primary keyword. It can be meditation retreats, can be any of this, can be any of these secondary keywords. It's an opportunity. It can be something like I rated wellness retreat center. Yeah, one thing I want you guys to notice, there's a difference between American English and British English. So always keep that in mind when you're writing for your clients. So for American English, center is ER, British is RE. So if you're writing for, let's say, all these European countries, I think they use a lot of British English, maybe RE, and some American ER. You understand? So learn to know the difference. So because that's an American, okay, we're writing for the American audience, we can use ER. So then we go ahead to write copy for, okay, so that's where we can now look at different things that we can. I like this line. You understand? I like this line. Our peaceful is the 5-acre retreat offers stunning natural landscapes, providing the ideal backdrop for introspections and meditation year round. You understand? So we can maybe talk about so because I want us to write something that will be related to the headline. Over 1,000 customers have visited. So this is also a form of authority. You can see. So it's going to be telling the person reading that, okay, we are not small. We have a lot of people that have visited us, and they found a lot of positive reviews, and that can be a way for you to introduce your testimonials. You can see here testimonials. So that can be because now you're bragging about what you do and all like that, and then so it can see it follows that natural AIDA kind of format, attention, interest, desire, that's your benefits. You understand? And then here, this is something that they don't want to see, but the testimonial is going to ignite the interest. You understand? So over 1,000 retreat lovers or something like that. So that can also be a way to insert your one of your keywords, or personal retreat lovers, something like that. Personal I think the center is not the best word to use, but it was good to be able to demonstrate the difference between American and British. So let's just do something else. I rated Wellness Retreat Center for retreats camp, something like that. So over 1,000 personal retreats lovers have visited our camp with memorable experiences. Here is what a few of them have to say. and then you can include videos of past campus, something like that. So that is much more convincing, compelling. That's in addition to different images that you've sprinkled on the site. You understand? Then you can have videos of past campus. So that's it. We've been able to you know more or less stick to testimonials, because to be honest, we did not really touch on the features. So we could maybe make this blank here. Let's say features, because we need to write the features too. But that's why sometimes when you prioritize the benefits, you might feel not the need to write the features, because the benefits is going to indirectly highlight the features. So you want to write with benefits first. But if there are some irresistible features that you just need to mention, you just need to let them know that maybe we have a special particular cabin that is dedicated for you know top customers that maybe do this and this and that. You understand? So, but on the grand scheme of things, you still want to um you know focus more on the benefits, basically. So let's check that off. And then finally we have the CTA. Then you can go back again to um copy the CTA, and then you can have a call for reservation. So let's cancel all this. Yeah, so this should be like the ideal CTA actually. Let's not be lazy. It should be like the ideal CTA, right? So call to reschedule your retreat. So call to schedule your retreat. Yeah, that's the right thing. So we can see call for reservation. So one thing about CTA sometimes is it should be your mini AIDA. You understand? It should be your mini AIDA. So this one should be like your attention. So you don't necessarily have to use something like call for reservation. It can be something else. It can be something catchy. You understand? Because you want them to scroll down and take action. So you can see ready to escape. It's asking them the question over again. Call to schedule. Then this is the action. You understand? So ready to dive. So I can tie this back to the um the initial text headline. You understand? You can say ready to dive into nature. Let me just lowercase formatting. Call all us to reserve. So like I said, you want to avoid plagiarism by all means. You understand? So you don't even want to use the award in any way or rewrite it or anything like that. You can actually still like an artist, that is still the design format, like the way they've written it. But don't ever plagiarize. So let's change the headline. Yeah, and you can leave it, because there's this in our user experience. When people read the headline of something, they want to also see the same word in the content. It helps them be able to scan properly. When I see something like call reservation, I see something like call us to reserve a booking. You understand? So that is why when you see a text that be like um, create a form, let's say create an account as the headline, the button should also say create an account, so that the person can be able to tie them together. You don't want to have create an account and they have submit. So that's some user experience um, way of looking at copy. So let's make this a heading 3, because it's not really that important. And then yeah, that's it. So that pretty much sums up our copy. We have dived into nature with a personalized wellness retreat. We created serenity springs for individuals seeking solitude and rejuvenation. If you want to take a break from the chaos of life or have some me time, you see, we've not even edited anything, and it still sounds not so bad. Find comfort in our sanctuary with a focus on the blah blah blah, maximum relaxation. So this can actually go on the website and still not look bad if you can maybe support with images, videos, and the likes. You understand? So let's check this off. So that pretty much sums up our checklist for the Serenity Springs project. So let's go back to our slide, and there we have it, our Q&As. So if you guys have questions on everything we've talked about so far in this class, you can let me know. Most especially this one we just did. So let me know what you find not clear enough, and then I can quickly shed light on them, because it's been 2 hours 30 minutes already. So, and I would like us to like wrap this up in like 10 minutes, 15 minutes max. Also, one thing to know is that the reason why you should maybe have maybe 2-word headline here is because being concise is very important too. You understand? You can't really compare with this one here, like they have here, luxuries. This doesn't make any. It doesn't mean anything. You understand? It doesn't mean anything. Your dining options also too doesn't mean anything really, because it's more or less like a statement. It has to be active, like it has to be um maximum relaxation. At least it says something. You understand? Personalized packages, effortless planning, convenient location. You understand? You cannot just say your dining options. Okay, what are the options? So it should not really be a headline, at least on this copy. All right, so yeah, that's it.